He ends up getting knocked down. Sassy not focusing, tries to microwave and ends up walking into it accidentally. But so far it does look like red team is in a very bad situation. Not sure if they're going to be able to get a foothold. It is a triple cap, but this is an 1,000-point game. Now the game's going to be quite long, just so the tech up to tier 2 and tier 3 will be available, because the money system in this, resource system in this, is completely different to Elite. You now need 500 resources and 500 rep points and 150 power points to upgrade to tier 2 in this game, which SSJ will be doing shortly. Face Commander coming out with the second Space Marine hero, being the Apothecary. We're going to see him in a minute. He actually gives you access to a command squad in tier 2. Scouts trying to take on these Striker Scorpions alone, need to retreat out of there, but they do go down to the compiled fire, and these Striker Scorpions being completely fired on and explode by the Space Marine army. He does huge amounts of damage. That entire Chaos Ghost has lost his entire force, not in a good situation at the moment. And here comes the Apothecary, gonna be supportive. There you go, there's his honor guards around him to support him in the combat. Upgraded with his Sanguinis sword, I think, or that might just be his sword by default. Force Commander upgraded with his Iron Halo, giving him the bubble shield, allowing him to take damage instead of health. Which take damage, gives up energy instead of health, and I have no idea what a PSM actually is.
Our allied soldiers die where they stand.
Grenade going down from the auto, throwing it on SA's troop, knocking down and killing one model. One model does go down to that grenade. SA still not being able to just move out of the way there. Rocking veteran Ultramarine squads, and over in the left side, right side, these Tactical Marines forcing off three remaining members of the Chaos Marine squads, who are going to escape out of there safely without using another member. This Force Commander getting brave, runs into the base but doesn't manage to go down. The Altar there, dropping a Webway Gate, going to assist him for supporting his ally successfully. And right now, SS just around the wrong side of the map, not really doing anything. Should probably go over there and try and support his ally. And Chaos Ghost hasn't gone army, deciding to take up to tier 2. And the Plague Champion, slow but very tanky, has 1,440 health points in tier 1, while the Force Commander has 1,300. And the same for the Librarian, while the weakest health point hero is the Autarch. Scouts coming in to support. Gonna probably drop a smite on these Space Marines while they're behind cover. A huge jump there from the Plague Champion. Gonna try and knock on these, hit on these scouts. Assault Marine do jump in. These guys are agreed to 4 members, 1,800 hit points each, in making up the squads. Be way too sexual. No, I would not like to see Slaanesh champion or Chaos Lords. We have Dark Reaper squads which do huge amounts of damage to enemy squads. They are long range squads, kind of similar to let's say Dark Reapers in the Elite mods, but I think they do more damage. A grenade thrown on these submarines is trying to stop them from capping, from attacking these Dark Reapers. At the moment, that is all that Chaos Ghost actually has to his name. The rest of the players are taking out SSJ taking up to tier 2 and War of taking up to tier 2 currently. And we see this Chaos Nurgle Lord going up against the Force Commander, who does do a knockback. Falcon punches him down to the floor with his twin lightning claws. Going to do some hurt on this Nature champion. He's going to have to back away there, but doesn't go down. Hill going down from the cultists. Apothecary throws his grenades, which is actually purification vials, which is available to him without having to purchase some upgrades. These heretics are going to have to get out of there. Or sorry, cultists are called in the mods, which actually makes them which is actually fluff accurate, as they're not actually called heretics. Heretics are actually the builders. Cultists are the correct name for Imperial guards that have betrayed the Emperor and turned into douchebags. Yeah. A grenade from these War Spiders needs to teleport out of there, not focusing. Chaos Lord they do get knocked back. Tactical Marines going in for melee, and you can see the Sergeant on Tactical Marine Squad has actually been upgraded with where is he? Upgraded with a power sword, which makes them more their bolters with the bayonet on them, basically representing that they are better in close combat than the ones in Elite or Retail, which is actually fluff because Space Marines aren't pushovers in melee. Levi Chaos Space Marines. Apothecary acting as the second commander, playing as he should be. Not a hero, not really a hero kind of unit, just a backup unit. He's not actually a hero unit at all in the actual tabletop game. He's just an elite unit who can join the command squads, and he'll basically stops your units from dying if they are wounded in combat. And we see 12 coming out from War, going to do huge amounts of damage to these Space Marines. That Apothecary is going to get out of there. And one of them has been upgraded with the Demon Maul. The other characters have Chaos Lightning Claws. A huge, scary looking Demon Maul with spikes on it. Oh wow, very similar to the one in the Space Marine game. Huge, basically represents the Chaos version of a Thunder Hammer. And now we have these Assault Marines upgraded with the Sergeant, going to use the Merciless Strike to knock back this enemies. Scouts with a shotgun, a grenade thrown, sneaky grenade thrown, a grenade thrown on these War Spiders, but doesn't do huge amounts of damage, but it does disrupt. They need to get out, they need to teleport now, but they do go down, and again, Chaos Lord has been unable to look after his units. And we have zombified Space Marines doing a sinkhole on one of those scouts, killing them. Gonna go after these Chaos Assault Marines, these Tactical Marines, and they do die, finally giving out. Very, very bad for. It looks like Wolf is actually carrying Chaos at the moment, being able to push back this side of the map. And we do see a Dreadnought coming out for SSJ. Chaos Gus only has Dark Reaper squads to his name. I haven't really been able to see much from him at the moment. Obviously, I think he's a newer player, so we will forgive him for the way he's playing Elder at the moment. No worries. Invisible. We have Invisible Chosen squads. We're going to charge flank into this command squad. A grenade thrown on top of them knocks back the lead model of the Chaos Army. And these guys are going to go head to head with the Force Commander, who does manage to get a sync kill, taking out most of the models, and needs to be careful. This weapon does do splash damage, allowing it to hit multiple units at a time, but he is going to go down, needs to escape out of there, manages to get a sync kill again, and maybe if he can get some support. His squads aren't doing anything at the moment. These tactical do see Terminator squads coming in. People could have supported him there, upgraded with the auto cannon. There's a huge amount of fire to that Autarch, and he does go down. Force Commander did manage to get 3 models off that squad. Didn't manage to get the Aspiring Champion, however, and the Chosen are going to go back to base. And SSJ just camping at his base, waiting to see what if Chaos Lord can make a comeback against him, but Chaos Lord only has 1 unit coming out with a Wraith Lord. Now the animation for the Wraith Lord has actually been upgraded, or will be upgraded, and we are going to see new units and a new patch released today for this mod, which will basically just give new units to the existing races. We won't be seeing Tyranids or Imperial Guards yet in the mod until they've been upgraded properly, until they've been utilised, as Gabriel is working, does have a job and is working quite a bit. And apparently the heal for the Apothecary can work on the force commands or while he's down, but it will be changed in the elite mod, in the sorry, not elite mod, in the next patch upcoming, which means he can only work. A poor grenade thrown from Chaos Gus, and I was saying is that a charge, both these heals can now charge into combat, going to do huge amounts of damage. Force a grenade, motor grenade thrown on that, and this Dreadnought's going to come in to knock it out, easily taking it down. It does go down, and it looks like it's going to be GG from Chaos Lord. I'm not sure how this team's going to come back from that now. These Chaos Space Marines blobbed in one area, going to need to split or retreat fully. These Terminators doing huge amounts of damage, and we're going to need to see them get out of there. We do see a champion, company champion on this command squad. We actually can't see him at the moment, or we'll try and get a view up of him. He is going to combat. There he is with his golden helmet and golden shoulder pads, but he's been forced off. Comes with a power axe and shield. A grenade's going to be thrown into this blob. Is it going to go in, or is Wolf going to be able to notice it and dodge? He hasn't dodged. He manages to dodge, and he does dodge. And it does miss just a bit, unable to get the full model. And we do see a Noxious Cloud being dropped, a special attack which is going to do air effect damage, huge air effect, very viable against blobbed units and setup teams and infantry. This Dreadnought being a complete nuisance, walking them out. And one thing you might notice is that the models have actually been scaled up. Space Marines now look a lot larger than they did in the other mods. You might not notice it straight away, but they are a lot larger. If you put them side by side next to Imperial Guard, they are absolutely huge. And we do see a Plague Marine squad coming out. Elite tier 2 unit. Elite tier 2 unit, which gives them access to a rocket launcher and good against AV. The grenade goes down from the Warp Spider, is going to stun that vehicle. These guys need to get out of there. There's no need for them to be. They're going to go down. Do go down. Chaos Ghost doesn't retreat them again, and instead just uses EMP grenade from the Warp Spiders to stun that. And we have a Ghost not realizing that he's actually dead and does finally fade away into the warp. Huge amounts of fire going down from these guys. A Sergeant with his power sword, you can see him there on this Terminator squad. Gonna make them more viable in close combat, I presume. And it actually attacks a lot faster than Power Fists do. Damage, believe damage on this mod is actually represented when a model is actually able to hit, rather than when you finish it, rather than what was I want to say? Basically, in tabletop, weapons such as Power Fists would give you different initiative. If you had the Power Fists, models in close combat would strike last, and I think that's been represented in this mod. These scouts upgraded with a heavy bolter, which is going to allow them to set up and deal with some of the enemies on the field. I would have liked to seen scouts not limited to only 2 members, as I think that kind of closes down some of the builds you can do, and scouts are actually really viable and cheap and effective. And this Autarch does go down, upgraded with a Singing Spear, I believe that is. Doesn't really matter, he's dead now and is not going to be moving anytime soon. These are submarines upgraded with the speed. Gus getting out a Wave Serpent transport instead of being called a Falcon. And a completely new model. We can see the pyramids at the